Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive.
Yes, welcome back.
Today we're tackling a topic that I know is near and dear to many of our listeners' hearts.
Near and dear for sure.
Passive income strategies.
Everybody wants it.
That's right, and you guys sent in a ton of great material for us to go through.
We got a lot to cover.
We do.
Yeah.
Including this really interesting PDF called The Passive Income Blueprint, Strategies for Financial Freedom.
Oh, very catchy title.
I know, right? Very catchy.
Yeah.
So I think our mission for this deep dive is to cut through the hype.
Yeah, there's a lot of hype out there.
Because I think a lot of times with passive income, you hear promises of,
Like easy money.
easy money working from the beach,
Okay.
sipping Mai Tais all day long.
Right.
But let's be real.
Let's be real.
Let's take a look at what it actually takes and dive into some actionable strategies, maybe some pitfalls to avoid.
That's important.
Definitely. And some inspiring real-life success stories as well.
I love a good success story.
I do too. And I think I'm excited to dive into one from this PDF about somebody who turned like a failed architecture exam study guide into a thriving business.
Oh, wow.
I know. So there's some really interesting stuff here.
That's a good one.
So let's jump right in.
All right.
Chapter 1 of this PDF jumps right into some myths about passive income.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready to bust some myths.
So what's the first one that we should tackle?
Well, I think the biggest myth is that passive income requires no effort.
Right?
People think you can just kind of set it and forget it and the money will just roll in.
Right. Like magic money.
Yeah. But the reality is building any successful income stream takes work, especially up front.
Absolutely.
It's like planting a seed. You need to nurture it before you can enjoy the fruit.
I was just thinking that it's like, if you just scatter seeds on a field and don't do anything to tend to them, you can't expect to have a big harvest.
Exactly. You need to weed, water, and fertilize to see results.
And the PDF also talks about that get-rich-quick fantasy.
Oh, yeah, that's another big one.
So it's not about that.
Definitely not building sustainable passive income is a marathon, not a sprint.
Right.
It requires patience, persistence, and a willingness to adapt.
I like that, a willingness to adapt.
Yeah, you got to be flexible.
So, we're not talking about like overnight riches, right? It's more about like building a solid foundation.
Exactly. It's a long-term game.
For long-term financial freedom.
That's the goal.
Yeah. Okay. So no effort, get rich quick. What's another myth that we need to debunk?
Well, another common misconception is that passive income is completely hands-off.
Oh, yes. The dream.
Right. Everyone wants to earn money while they sleep, but the reality is most passive income streams still require some level of monitoring and adjustment.
So it's more about minimizing active involvement rather than eliminating it entirely.
Exactly. It's not about doing nothing. It's about working smarter, not harder.
Like imagine you've built a website that generates income through advertising. You still need to update, content manage technical issues, and adapt to changes in algorithms.
Right. It's an ongoing process.
So maybe a better analogy is like having a garden.
I like that.
It produces food, but you still need to tend to it occasionally.
You got to water those plants, pull those weeds.
Exactly.
All right, so we've busted a few myths about passive income.
We've set the record straight.
Now let's shift our focus to mindset.
Okay.
Chapter 2 dives into the power of a growth mindset.
Right. I've heard of this.
Have you read Carol Dweck's work?
I have.
Okay, so you're familiar with the concept.
I am. It's the belief that abilities can be developed through effort and dedication.
Exactly.
So it's not about like, being born with some magical passive income gene.
No, not at all.
It's about, cultivating the right skills and knowledge.
It's about having a growth mindset, believing that you can learn and improve over time.
Exactly. And the PDF has some great examples of how to apply this mindset.
Oh, yeah? Like what?
Well, it talks about reframing challenges as learning opportunities.
No, that's a good one.
So instead of viewing setbacks as failures, you see them as chances to learn and improve.
Right, it's all about perspective.
Like those aha moments, even if they come from a mistake.
That's when you learn the most.
Totally. And another key aspect of a growth mindset is celebrating those small wins.
Yes, those little victories can keep you motivated.
Yeah, achieving those milestones, even if they seem minor, can keep you motivated and build that momentum.
It's like those little dopamine hits that keep us going.
Exactly. Okay, so we've cleared up some misconceptions about passive income. We've adopted a growth mindset. What's next?
Well, before we dive into specific strategies, I think it's crucial to take stock of your own strengths and resources.
Okay, so like an inventory of what we're already working with.
That's a good way to put it. Chapter 3 is all about self-assessment.
So it's like going on a treasure hunt, but the treasure is already within you.
I love that.
The PDF encourages us to think about past experiences where we've excelled or received positive feedback.
That's a good starting point.
Right, those are clues to our hidden talents.
And don't be afraid to ask friends or colleagues for their perspectives.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, sometimes they see strengths in us that we don't even recognize.
So I'm going to dust off my resume and call up my old boss. Just kidding. But seriously, reflecting on our past achievements can be a great way to identify potential income streams, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But the PDF goes beyond just identifying strengths. It also prompts us to consider our time and capital.
Right. So how much time can we realistically dedicate to building passive income?
Exactly. And what about financial resources? Different strategies require different levels of investment.
Yeah, some might be more time intensive, while others might need more upfront capital.
Right. It's about finding the right fit for your current situation.
Finding the right fit. I like that.
And here's where it gets even more interesting. The PDF encourages us to think about leveraging existing assets.
Ooh, okay. I'm intrigued. Tell me more about that.
It's about thinking outside the box.
I like that.
Could a hobby become a side hustle? Could a skill be turned into a freelance service? Could that spare bedroom become an income-generating rental?
I love that it's about seeing the potential in what we already have. It's like upcycling for our finances.
Exactly.
So we've taken stock of our strengths, we've assessed our resources. Now it's time to dive into some specific passive income streams.
Yes. Let's get to the good stuff.
Chapters 4 and 5 cover that, right?
They do, and they cover a wide range from real estate investments and dividend stocks to peer-to-peer lending digital products and affiliate marketing.
Okay, so many options. Let's start with real estate. I've always been curious about that, but it seems a bit intimidating.
Yeah, it can be, but it's also a popular choice for a reason. The PDF highlights the potential for rental income and property appreciation,
Right, everyone's always talking about those things.
but it also cautions about potential challenges.
Okay, so it's not all sunshine and roses.
Not exactly. Things like property management market fluctuations and ongoing maintenance costs are all important factors to consider.
So it's not just about collecting rent checks while lounging by the pool.
Not quite. You got to be a responsible property owner
Yeah.
and understand the risks and rewards involved.
Okay, good to know. What about dividend stocks? I've heard about those, but I don't really understand how they work.
It's actually pretty simple. Imagine you own a piece of a company that's making a profit.
Okay.
As a shareholder, you're entitled to a portion of those profits, which are paid out as dividends.
So it's like getting paid just for owning a piece of the pie.
Exactly.
That sounds pretty sweet.
It can be. But as with any investment, there are risks. The PDF stresses the importance of researching a company's dividend history and financial health before investing.
So you don't just chase the highest dividend yield, you need to look under the hood.
Right. Make sure the company is financially sound.
Got it. Okay, so real estate dividend stocks, what's next?
Let's talk about peer-to-peer lending.
Okay, I've heard that term, but I'm not sure I fully grasp it.
It's basically a way to connect borrowers and lenders directly through online platforms.
Oh, okay.
Like Lending Club or Prosper. You essentially become the bank, lending money to individuals or businesses and earning interest on those loans.
So you cut out the middleman, the traditional bank.
Precisely.
But I imagine there are risks with that.
The PDF points out the risk of borrower default, meaning someone might not repay their loan.
That makes sense. So how do you mitigate that risk?
Diversification is key. Spread your investments across multiple loans. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Wow, that's good advice.
And of course, do your due diligence research. The borrowers choose platforms with strong track records and risk assessment tools.
So peer-to-peer lending can be a good option if you do your research and diversify wisely.
Exactly.
Okay, now what about digital products? That's something I'm really excited about.
I can tell, and for good reason, digital products offer a lot of potential for passive income.
The possibilities seem endless: ebooks, online courses, software, even digital art and NFTs.
Exactly. The possibilities are vast.
And what I love about digital products is that you create them once and they can potentially sell over and over again.
Exactly. The scalability is a huge draw.
Okay, so tell me more. What does the PDF say about digital products?
Well, it highlights a key point. Find your niche. It's not about creating something for everyone. It's about solving a problem or fulfilling a need for a specific group of people.
So find your tribe and create something truly valuable for them.
Precisely.
Okay, and last but not least, we have affiliate marketing.
Ah, yes, another popular option.
But explain it like I'm 5.
Okay, imagine you're recommending a product you love to a friend, and they end up buying it with affiliate marketing. You get paid a commission for that referral.
Oh, okay. So it's like getting a finder's fee for spreading the word about awesome products.
Essentially, the PDF emphasizes the importance of choosing a niche you're genuinely passionate about.
Makes sense. Authenticity shines through and it makes the whole process more enjoyable.
Right. People can spot a phony a mile away.
Definitely. Okay, so we've explored a variety of passive income streams, each with its own nuances and potential.
And we've only just scratched the surface.
We've only just begun, right? And the key takeaway here is that it's not about picking just one.
Exactly, just like with traditional investments, diversification is key when building a passive income portfolio.
Ooh, okay, so we're not putting all our eggs in one basket.
Nope. Spread those eggs around.
Chapter 6 covers that, right?
Yes. Chapter 6 is all about diversification.
Okay, so let's talk diversification.
Sure.
What does that look like in the world of passive income?
Well, there are two main aspects to consider. The first is asset allocation.
Okay.
Just as you diversify your investment portfolio with stocks, bonds, real estate, and so on, you want to diversify your passive income streams.
So don't just rely on rental income, for example. Maybe add some dividend stocks or digital product sales to the mix.
Exactly.
Okay, I get it.
Spread the risk.
The second part of diversification is income diversification.
Sure.
Having multiple streams of passive income creates a more stable financial foundation.
It's like having multiple pillars supporting a roof. If one weakens, the others can still hold it up.
That's a great analogy. So we've assessed our strengths, explored income streams, grasped diversification, but how do we actually manage it all? It sounds like a lot to juggle.
It can be. But luckily, we have tools and strategies to help us.
Okay, good.
Chapters 7 and 8 dive into the world of automation and time management.
Ooh, automation is my jam. What kind of tools are we talking about here?
Everything from email marketing software and social media schedulers to tools for e-commerce and online sales.
So it's about freeing up our time so we can focus on the big picture stuff.
Exactly. The PDF emphasizes that there's a tool for practically everything these days.
Amazing.
The key is to do your research and find the ones that best align with your chosen strategies.
Yeah, you don't want to end up with a tool that creates more work.
Exactly. Make sure it simplifies your life, not complicates it.
And what about time management? Any tips there?
The PDF touches on techniques like the Pomodoro technique, where you work in focused bursts with short breaks, and the Eisenhower matrix, which helps you prioritize tasks based on urgency and importance.
Okay, so it's not just about working hard, it's about working smarter.
Exactly.
Love it. Okay, this is all great stuff, but let's be real. There's a side to passive income that nobody really wants to talk about, legal and tax stuff.
Ah, yes, the not-so-fun part.
Does the PDF cover that?
It does. Chapter 9 tackles the legal and tax considerations.
Okay, good, because honestly, that's the part that usually makes my eyes glaze over.
I hear you, but it's important stuff. The PDF stresses that understanding the tax implications of your passive income is crucial.
Right, nobody wants a nasty surprise from the taxman.
Exactly. We're talking about understanding the difference between ordinary income and capital gains, knowing about potential deductions, and being aware of self-employment taxes.
Okay, so this is where it might be a good idea to consult with a tax professional.
Absolutely. The PDF emphasizes that getting personalized advice from a qualified professional is essential.
Yeah, don't let taxes eat into your hard-earned passive income.
That's the last thing you want.
Now, as our income grows, do we need to think about different legal structures for our ventures?
That's a great question. The PDF touches on sole proprietorships, partnerships, LLCs, and corporations, each with its own advantages and disadvantages.
So again, it's about finding the right fit for your situation, your risk tolerance, and your long-term goals.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've laid the groundwork, we've debunked myths, cultivated the right mindset, explored income streams, tackled the practicalities, and even covered the legal and tax side. But how do we actually go from building to scaling our income?
That's the million-dollar question.
And I'm guessing Chapter 10 holds the answer.
You guessed it. Join us in Part 2 as we dive into the strategies for scaling your passive income and get ready for some truly inspiring success stories.
Ooh, I can't wait. See you next time.
See you then.
Welcome back, everyone. So last time we laid the groundwork for building passive income, debunking myths, getting in the right mindset.
Mindset is so important.
Absolutely. And now I'm ready to, level up my game.
Yeah, let's scale things up.
Chapter 10 is all about scaling our income, and I'm ready for those juicy secrets.
Well, hold on a sec. Before we get into specific strategies, I think it's important to acknowledge that the landscape of passive income is always changing, right?
Oh, yeah. Things are moving so fast these days.
Yeah, so Chapter 11 actually talks about the future of passive income.
Ooh, I love a good glimpse into the future.
Right. And it's pretty exciting stuff.
Okay, so give me a sneak peek. What kind of trends are we talking about?
Well, one major trend is the continued rise of digital products.
Okay, we touched on that in the last part.
Yeah, like ebooks and online courses. But there's so much more than that.
Like what?
Think membership sites, software as a service, even digital art and NFTs.
It's like the Wild West out there.
It really is. And with all these platforms becoming more and more user-friendly, it's easier than ever to get started.
So you don't need to be like a tech genius
Not at all.
to create and sell your own digital products.
Nope. Anyone can do it.
That's great. And speaking of exciting trends, the PDF also talks about how affiliate marketing is evolving.
Oh, yeah. Affiliate marketing is definitely changing.
So what's new in the world of affiliate marketing?
Well, it mentions the rise of micro-influencers
Okay, I've heard of those.
and the power of niche communities.
So it's not just about having like millions of followers.
Not anymore. It's more about connecting with the right audience, building trust, and providing genuine value.
It's about quality over quantity.
Exactly.
I like that it feels more authentic, less like in-your-face marketing.
Definitely.
Any other trends that caught your eye?
Oh, yeah, definitely. The PDF dives into real estate crowdfunding.
Okay, that sounds interesting. Break it down for me. What is real estate crowdfunding?
So imagine pooling your resources with other investors
Okay.
to purchase a property or fund a development project.
Oh, okay.
You're basically becoming a fractional owner,
I see.
and you can potentially earn passive income through rental yields or property appreciation.
So it's a way to get into real estate without needing a ton of money up front.
Exactly, and without the hassle of being a landlord.
That's pretty cool. And the PDF also mentions cryptocurrency and blockchain technology.
Oh, yes.
It's everywhere these days, but how does it tie into passive income?
There are actually a few ways the PDF mentions things like staking, yield farming, and lending platforms.
Okay, those are some new terms for me.
It's a complex world, but the basic idea is that you can earn rewards for holding certain cryptocurrencies or participating in these decentralized finance protocols.
It sounds futuristic, but also kind of risky.
Yeah, you're right. It's not without its risks. The PDF cautions against diving in blindly.
Good advice.
You need to do your research and understand the volatility and complexity of the crypto market.
So crypto for passive income, proceed with caution.
Exactly.
Got it. Any other trends we should be aware of?
Well, the PDF also mentions the gig economy and how platforms like Airbnb, Uber, and TaskRabbit can be leveraged for passive income.
Wait, but isn't the gig economy all about hustling and trading your time for money?
It can be, but it's also about shifting your mindset from being a solo operator to thinking like a business owner.
Oh, okay, I see.
The PDF gives examples of people building systems to manage their gigs more efficiently, attracting repeat customers, or even building teams to handle the day-to-day operations.
So it's like creating a mini empire within the gig economy.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool now, amidst all these exciting trends. I think it's important to remember that change can be daunting, right?
For sure.
Technology moves so quickly, it's easy to feel overwhelmed.
Yeah, but the PDF emphasizes that we don't need to become tech experts overnight.
Okay, that's good to hear.
It's more about being open to exploring new tools and platforms that can streamline our efforts.
So instead of fearing technology, embrace it.
Exactly.
Use it as a tool to help us achieve our goals.
And keep an eye on what's emerging artificial intelligence, blockchain, even the metaverse. These are all areas that could change the game for passive income.
Whoa, that's mind-blowing. So we need to develop a futuristic mindset.
I think it's more about cultivating adaptability and a willingness to learn and experiment.
So stay curious, stay informed, and don't be afraid to try new things.
Exactly.
Okay, now what about economic shifts? How can we prepare for those?
That's a great question, and the PDF addresses that in Chapter 12.
Okay.
It reminds us that the economy goes through cycles, ups and downs.
Yeah, what goes up must come down.
Right. And those cycles can definitely impact our passive income streams.
So it's not always smooth sailing.
Not always. We need to be prepared for those rainy days.
So what can we do to weather those storms?
Well, diversification is key. Having multiple income streams spread across different asset classes can help mitigate the impact of economic downturns.
So if one area takes a hit, you have others to cushion the blow.
Exactly. It's like having a financial safety net.
And the PDF also talks about building an emergency fund, right?
Yes, that's crucial. Having that financial cushion can help you get through those tough times and seize new opportunities as they arise.
So even though we're talking about passive income, we still need to be proactive
Absolutely.
and plan for the unexpected.
Always be prepared.
But how do we stay ahead of the curve with all these changes happening?
Well, the PDF recommends tracking key economic indicators, following market news, and paying attention to expert analyses.
So it's about staying informed
Exactly.
and being aware of the bigger economic picture.
And ultimately, it comes back to that essential mindset of adaptability.
Right.
Be willing to pivot, adjust your strategies, even let go of certain income streams if they're no longer serving you.
So be flexible and responsive to the ever-changing landscape.
That's the key.
Got it. Okay, so we've explored the future of passive income and how to navigate those changes, but let's get down to brass tacks. How do we go from dreaming about passive income to actually making it a reality?
That's where the PDS concluding chapter comes in. It's all about taking action,
Yes, let's do this.
creating a personalized plan to achieve those financial freedom goals.
All right, let's talk action plans. What are the key steps?
Well, it starts with defining your financial goals and, getting specific.
Action.
How much passive income do you want to generate? By when and what will that income allow you to do?
So instead of just saying, I want to be financially free, I need to actually define what that looks like for me.
Exactly. Having those clear targets in mind can be incredibly motivating. It's like setting a destination on your GPS.
I love that analogy. Okay, goals are set. What's next?
Then comes the research phase. Explore different passive income avenues and see which ones resonate with you.
Okay.
Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all solution. It's about finding what aligns with your strengths, interests, and resources.
It's like a buffet of options, and we get to choose what we want to put on our plates.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to think outside the box. It might be real estate digital products or if it's affiliate marketing, but it could also be something completely unique.
Right, something that leverages your specific skills and passions.
Exactly.
Okay, so once we've identified those opportunities, what's the next step?
The PDF talks about breaking down your goals into actionable steps.
Okay.
Instead of feeling overwhelmed by the big picture, create a manageable roadmap.
So instead of saying, I want to build a successful online business, I might say, this week I'm going to research different e-commerce platforms.
Exactly. It's about those small wins that build momentum.
And don't underestimate the power of networking.
Yes, connecting with others is so important.
Finding your tribe, getting support and guidance from people who are on a similar journey.
Absolutely. Join online communities, attend workshops, find a mentor.
It's like having a team of cheerleaders in your corner.
Exactly.
Okay, and last but not least, be adaptable.
Yes,
Things change so quickly, we need to be able to adjust our plan as we go.
exactly. No plan is set in stone. Review your progress, make adjustments, and don't be afraid to pivot if something isn't working.
So it's not about creating a perfect plan, but rather a flexible plan that can evolve with us.
Precisely.
Okay, we've
Often-
covered a lot of ground in part 2, but I have a feeling there's still more to come.
There is. Join us next time as we dive into the crucial elements of staying committed to your goals and turning those passive income dreams into a tangible reality.
All right, welcome back to the deep dive. It feels like we've covered so much ground already.
We have.
Yeah, from debunking those passive income myths and exploring emerging trends and even, crafting an action plan.
Yeah, we've laid a solid foundation.
But now I'm curious about the staying motivated part. How do we keep that momentum going when the initial excitement wears off?
You've hit on a crucial point.
I knew it.
And Chapter 12 of the PDS dives right into that, the importance of staying committed to your goals. Because, let's face it, building passive income isn't always glamorous.
yeah, it's not all sunshine and rainbows.
There will be challenges and setbacks along the way.
It's like training for a marathon. Those first few runs might feel exhilarating, but then there are days when you just want to hit snooze and stay under the covers.
That's a great analogy.
Right.
And that's where having a clear vision of your why comes in.
Your why.
The PDF emphasizes the importance of connecting with the deeper reasons behind your desire for passive income.
It's not just about the money, right? It's about the freedom and flexibility that passive income can provide. It's about designing a life on your own terms.
That's what it's all about.
So when those doubts creep in, remember why you started this journey in the first place.
Keep your eye on the prize.
Got it. But even with a clear vision, those big goals can feel kind of overwhelming sometimes.
They can.
Any tips on how to break them down into more manageable chunks?
The PDF talks about the importance of celebrating small wins.
Small is.
It's about acknowledging those milestones, even if they seem minor.
Like finally launching that website or getting your first affiliate sale.
Exactly. Those little victories can give you a huge boost of motivation
They keep you going.
and help you stay on track.
It's like those little dopamine hits that keep us going.
Exactly.
But let's be real, sometimes even with those small wins, you need a little extra push.
We all need support sometimes.
Does the PDF address that, like the accountability piece?
It does. It highlights the power of having a support system.
A support system.
Whether it's a mentor, a mastermind group, or even just a supportive friend or family member,
Yeah, like your own personal cheer squad.
exactly, having someone who can provide encouragement, feedback, and hold you accountable can make a world of difference.
So find your tribe, build your support system, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it.
Great advice.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about motivation and mindset, but what about the practical side of things? Like, how do we actually fit building passive income into our already busy lives?
Time management is key.
I knew you were going to say that.
And the PDF reminds us to treat our passive income projects with the same level of commitment we would a job.
Make it a priority.
Schedule it in your calendar,
Yeah.
minimize distractions, and focus on those tasks.
Treat it like an important meeting that you can't miss.
Exactly, but the PDF also emphasizes that sometimes it's not about doing more, but about doing things differently.
Doing things differently.
Think about delegating tasks, automating processes, or even reevaluating your priorities
Yeah, maybe it's time to say no to those commitments that are draining your time and energy.
so you can create space for what truly matters.
Okay, and one last thing that we've talked about before, but I think it bears repeating.
What's that?
Be adaptable. Things change so quickly, we need to be able to adjust our plans as we go.
Absolutely. The passive income landscape is constantly evolving, so be open to new information, adjust your strategies, and even pivot entirely if something isn't working.
So it's not about creating a perfect plan, but rather a flexible plan that can evolve with us.
Precisely.
All right, we've reached the end of our deep dive, and honestly, I feel like we've unearthed some truly valuable insights.
You too.
Any final words of wisdom for our listeners?
Remember, passive income isn't a magic bullet. It takes effort, planning, and the right mindset, but the rewards can be life-changing.
It's about building financial freedom and designing a life on your own terms, and remember, it's a journey, not a destination.
Well said.
So go out there, explore those possibilities, and start building the future you deserve.
You got this.
And until next time, keep diving deep.